Hi everybody, this is Jordan speaking here, and well, it's here. A full-on trailer for the new Walking With Dinosaurs series is finally here. Not only that, but I was made aware that there's also another trailer where it shows some additional scenes, which we'll get to that in a little bit. I know I'm late as heck to the party to do a video like this. I was originally planning on getting started right away, but unfortunately, around the time the trailer was posted online, I got very sick with the stomach flu. It was so bad I had to put projects on hold for several days and just focus on getting better. Afterwards, I couldn't find the right timing to record until now. In case you guys are concerned, I assure you that I'm all better now and I'm ready to get back to doing videos. But mercy me, I do not want to go through the stomach flu ever again in my life. It's been over 20 years since the original series came out, and fasting forward to this year, 2025, it has returned with new dinosaurs, including the return of old favorites along the way as well. Not gonna lie, I got a bit teary-eyed from watching the trailer, much like when I saw the trailer for Prehistoric Planet back in 2022. This is really exciting, and the dinosaurs featured in the trailer look great. While I can understand why some people are a little iffy about the CGI effects, I am personally not bothered by them, although to be fair, I don't blame anyone for feeling iffy after watching Prehistoric Planet, if you know what I mean. Even though there are some returning species from the original show, we are getting brand new species as well, whether they be well-known or lesser known. First off, I'm going to address the return of old favorites. For the sake of this video, let's start with the T-Rex. Even though the original Walking With Dinosaurs T-Rex was iconic, the design had some problems where the head looks weird and it's skin and bones. Now in the new series, obviously he's got more bulk now. Finally, they gave him a sandwich. The only time you're justified to have a dinosaur be all skin and bones if they are literally starving. We also see it ambushing a pterosaur, and in an additional shot, we also see one go up against a triceratops. Also, this series has yet to air, yet I'm already liking this shot right here. This must be the karma for that one scene from Prehistoric Planet 2. And on the subject of triceratops, this species is making a comeback as well. It was technically in the original series, however, the only time we saw Triceratops was just a corpse being used by a male T-Rex to impress a female. At least Torosaurus was given a spotlight to make up for that in my opinion. Furthermore, there's also an additional scene where a baby Triceratops nuzzles a baby Edmontosaurus, which is really adorable. It seems like we're going to be seeing a interspecies friendship between two dinosaurs. Sure, we've seen something like that in movies like The Land Before Time, but I don't recall seeing that before in a dinosaur documentary. It makes sense because it's a real thing with today's animals. Remember the show Unlikely Animal Friends? That's one example. If different species of today's animals can be friends with each other, so can dinosaurs too. Regardless, nice to see that Triceratops won't be just a carrion. Moving on to the Utahraptor. As expected, it now has feathers. Although one thing I wasn't aware of till recently is that the reason the original Utahraptor had no feathers was because of difficulties with animating feathers. Which, yeah, I can understand the struggle with that issue right there. It reminds me of how the raptors from Disney's Dinosaur didn't have feathers because of that same exact problem. Color-wise, I am more used to the cheetah colors with the original Utahraptor. Don't get me wrong though, the dark and red colors look intimidating on the new Utahraptor, and I got no problem with them. It's just that not only the cheetah colors are iconic and they look pretty, but these colors really make the dinosaur pop. But as a raptor fan, I am still happy to see this dinosaur make a comeback. Last but not least, Edmontosaurus. It was technically in the original show, but at the time it was called Anatotitan. If there's one thing I would like to see in the new series, Edmontosaurus defending themselves, resulting in a hunt failing. There have been studies on hadrosaur species having hooves after all. They may be a favorite dinner plate of T-Rex, but not every hunt against these guys will always be a success. When given a chance, these big boys can use their hooves and large tails to fight back. One Edmontosaur going up against one T-Rex? Yeah, there's a chance. But two Rexes, like in Prehistoric Planet 2? Yeah, that's hard, and you're in a pickle. Makes me wonder what we're going to see with these guys in this series. On to more stuff. Let's start with Pachyrhinosaurus. I find this both funny and ironic because we've seen this species before in that awful movie from 2013, and now we're going to be seeing it again in this new show. It seems like this show is trying to make up for what that 2013 movie did in the past. Hopefully no more annoying voiceovers this time, because I am tired of seeing dinosaurs being treated like little kids stuff, when in actuality, anyone can enjoy dinosaurs, no matter their age. Then of course we got some giant pterosaurs that will appear in this new series. It looks like we got a new ankylosaur, which I think it's called Gastonia. Makes sense to see a new ankylosaur species because we've seen ankylosaurs already in the original show. Brachiosaurus didn't get a lot of screen time in the original show, and from the looks of it, it appears that Lusotitan will have a lot more focus. By the way, look at this guy right here. I might as well nickname him Balloonhead. And we also can't forget about Albertosaurus. We've seen several different species of Tyrannosaurs appear in previous documentaries before, species including Tarbosaurus and Nanuqsaurus. And now it's the Alberto's turn for the spotlight. I also like how their faces have some bright colors. I'm going to assume that the different colors depend on whether an individual is a male or female. Before I reveal one more dinosaur, there's also this theropod dinosaur facing an unseen dinosaur with claws. From what I've been told, this is a Carcharodontosaurus, which the last time I've seen this dinosaur was Planet Dinosaur. If this is a Carcharodontosaurus, then it's going to be really cool to see it in action once again. And now, I've saved this dinosaur for last. Spinosaurus. One word. Finally! After so many years, Spinosaurus is finally making a comeback in a dinosaur documentary. Last time I've seen this dinosaur in one was in Planet Dinosaur from 2011, and afterwards it would be so long before we are getting it again in the new Walking With Dinosaurs series. Design-wise, it looks gorgeous. I love it. Because it's been years down the line and Spinosaurus had some controversy with scientific accuracies, I have been wondering what it was going to ultimately look like in the new series, and once there was an image reveal of it online, we got that answer. I'm already loving the shots where there's a Spinosaurus looking after its cute little babies. I hope this will be the series where Spinosaurus will be shown in a much more positive way to the audience. I don't want this dinosaur to be well known as the T-Rex killer, even though Jurassic Park 3 is just a movie to sit and watch while you're eating popcorn. As for anything else involving Spinosaurus, it appears we will be getting a scene where there are two Spinos about to square up, and oh boy, this is going to be interesting to see how that sequence is handled. Also, remember when I talked about a Carcharodontosaurus facing an unseen dinosaur with claws? I'm going to assume that this dinosaur with claws is a Spinosaurus. These two predators definitely lived in the same time period. But let's make this clear, these two guys are still animals after all. Please do not expect an over-the-top bloodbath if we are going to get a scene of these two dinosaurs squaring up. Although, a wise man once said, normally big predators avoid each other. In conclusion, I'm nervous but excited at the same time for this series. It will be intriguing to see how things will be handled, including the narration, the dinosaurs, the music, all that jazz. And looks like in the United States, it's coming out just in time for Jurassic June. And that is all I have to say for now. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you all in another video.